Haribo. So we're going to talk about the next chapter of the ashram. We are going forward, how we are proceeding forward. So we're going to start what we're calling the Monk Academy. And we're inviting young adults, men, to come and train under our tutelage, how to be a monk, and the certain types of disciplines you can follow to lead a better life, to become a better husband, to be a good father. In our Vedic society, or our Vedic tradition, there are 4 stages of life. First stage of life is called brahmacharya. That means to be a student practicing celibacy in order to mature into proper manhood. So brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means charanti, to wander amidst the absolute truth. Brahma, parabrahma, charya, charanti, to wander within the absolute truth. So it's a life of deep contemplation, of study, and of service. In the Upanishads, or in the ancient Vedic times, we see how young men come to a gurukul, or an ashram, where there is a teacher or a guru who shows them how to live life in a way that they can actually achieve their highest self and also serve others. Then you can be said to be, a real man. Monk to manhood. So we're looking for any young men who want to come and follow a disciplined life. What does that mean, to be under discipline? It says that in scripture and in different teachings, we hear that unless you're disciplined, you'll remain bound or in bondage. Discipline leads to your freedom. Therefore, it's important to learn discipline. Vacho vegam, manasa krodha vegam, jiva vegam, udara upasta vegam, etan vegan yo vishaheta dira sarvam abhimam prithivimsa shishyat. Unless you become disciplined, you can't help others, you can't lead others. So we're inviting young men to come and to learn the codes and ethics and culture and lifestyle of being a monk in our Bhakti Yoga tradition, so that you can become a real leader in society. Be a good example for others to follow. We see so many problems these days in Western society. We're prosperous, and yet we are full of so many kinds of ailments. If we look at society today in the Western world, if you study the news, so many problems. School shootings, abuse, domestic abuse, violence, abortion issues. These all have very deep-rooted problems. You can't just treat the surface. It's like certain kinds of weeds. You clip the top. Oh, I trimmed it. It's going to grow back. You have to address the root of the problem. So our Eastern traditions, they teach us how to address the root of the problem. In the West, generally we see, medicine. Take a pill that subdues the symptom. Take ibuprofen, you won't have any headache. Why are you having a headache? Take it, you'll get rid of your fever. Why are you having a fever? So why are there all these problems in society? You hear about how people are lost. And one of the main problems is that we think our life is just there to try to enjoy. The pursuit of simple sense gratification. We say, okay, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But what is that happiness that we are pursuing? Ananda is not sense gratification. Pursuit of happiness, in Sanskrit we say this is ananda. Ananda means bliss, and it's referring to spiritual happiness. The pursuit of Ananda. God is described to be Ananda, Anandamaya Abhyasat. Again and again, this word is repeated, Anandamaya, Anandamaya. He is tasting bliss. That happiness and material happiness is a different thing. And so, in order to get that Ananda, that spiritual happiness, we can't just pursue material pleasures. That's one of the main problems in society, is that everyone just wants to enjoy their senses. And when there's some lack of that enjoyment, then they start thinking, oh, this world is useless. People aren't helping me enjoy. Damn it all. The pursuit of what we think, there's in Sanskrit we say Shreya and Preya. Shreya is ultimate good. Preya is immediate gratification. I want to enjoy right now. And so let me have sex life. Everyone, anywhere, do whatever. Don't take responsibility. Then we see so many single mothers. We see so many abortions. We don't outlaw abortion. We say, what is the cause of that problem? We address the cause. So how to create better men? How to create more mature women who can be good mothers, who can be good matriarchs, and good men who can help be a good example and help lead society in a better direction. Our Srila Swami Prabhupada, he named his magazine Back to Godhead. He was referring to a civilizational shift in consciousness. It was the mood was taken from an archbishop who wrote an article in the 40s how society has turned away from God. And because of this, we're seeing so many problems, so much violence, so much war, so much hatred, because we've turned away from God. So our mood is, you have to not just simply try to pursue sense gratification, pursue responsibility and dharma. What are the 4 legs of dharma? Soch, cleanliness, we teach that here. Tapa, austerity, we teach that here. Daya, compassion, we teach that here. Satya, truth, we teach that here. Satya, Soch, Daya, Tapa. Learn to live by truth. Learn to be clean. Learn to perform austerity. This is cleansing also. Learn to be compassionate or kind. This is why we do monk training. These principles are so important. Learn to serve. Learn to take responsibility. Then you'll be happy. Don't think you'll be happy if you just run after sense pleasure. Today one mate, tomorrow another mate, day after another mate, then you're no better than a 2-legged animal. 2-legged animals, what do we do? 4-legged animals, what do? We eat, sleep, mate, defend our territory. That is not the purpose of human civilization. Human civilization is for higher progress in a spiritual path. Atato Brahma Jigyasa, now I shall inquire into the absolute truth. That's human life. Now I shall inquire into the absolute truth. Why am I a human being? What is that thing within me that is thinking, seeing, hearing, but I cannot see? What is the nature of the Atman, the soul? What is the nature of Parabrahma, God? That is the human mission. The human mission is not to have good sex life. The human mission is not to enjoy good food. The human mission is not to have a beautiful house and a car. That's not the human mission. Human mission is atato brahma jigyasa, inquiry into the absolute truth. Janma dasya yataha, where have we all come from? Where are we all going? Sastra yonidvat, therefore we study the scriptures and we hear from the saintly people, sages. So this is why we are having our monk academy. Come and learn from the other monks, be part of the culture, practice austerity, practice discipline. What we say when you come is, first thing you come is, how is your phone doing? Good, give it a break. Let your phone take a nap for 1 week. Put your phone to sleep for a week. And detach yourself from illusion, Maya. Sante Vaisha Chindanti Manavyasa Muktibi. What is the nature of a sadhu? They cut our attachment to illusion that is in the mind. So we say, dopamine detox. Come for a weekend and give your phone a break. Be a monk for a week or a month. Tell your girlfriend you're training to become a good husband. Ladies, women, they are looking for good men who can help, provide, take care of them, raise their children, and be a pillar of society. You're not going to do that playing video games in the basement your whole life. No problem, play a little bit. But if it becomes your day job, and your mom's paying the bills, then who's going to want you to be a husband? You want to be a good husband? First, brahmacharya. Be a monk. This is Vedic culture. First ashram, or the first stage of life, is brahmacharya. First, from 0 to 25. Brahmacharya ashram. So we see that's in the Western culture, it's backwards. You go to school, by the time you're 10, 11, 12, you don't have a girlfriend yet and you're like 7 years old? Where's your girlfriend? No. You're 13, you haven't had sex yet? Such a prude, such a square. 12, 13 years, now they say people are having puberty sooner. Why? Because they can't wait to have sex life. That's not Vedic culture. You're depleting all of your energy and you're becoming like an animal. This is the sad truth. Vedic culture is brahmacharya first. Up to 25, then you become a real man, then you can become a pillar in society. Then you can have children, you can maintain, you can serve, you can have a good household, you can fulfill your dharma, perform your purpose, do your seva, your karma yoga, whatever your duties are, and you can enjoy. You can be happy also. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Sahayagya prajasrisva, perform sacrifice and enjoy. But don't just enjoy without the sacrifice. Perform sacrifice, Sahayagya prajasrisva. Perform sacrifice, then enjoy. Without sacrifice, there will be no pure enjoyment. What is sacrifice? Satya, Soj, Doya, Tapa. Truth, cleanliness, compassion, austerity. It's said, by the power of austerity, the world is created. Lord Brahma, by the power of his tapa, when he met Lord Vishnu and gave him truth, gave him the wisdom of God, and the reality of the spiritual world and the material world, he said it is by the power of tapasya alone, by the power of austerity alone, that everything is created, that everything is maintained. Only by tapasya, austerity. Austerity of speech. Vacho vegam, control your tongue. Manasa vega, control your mind. Krodha vega, control your anger. Control jiva vega, what you eat. Dara upasta vega, your genitals. If you don't know how to control this, you're a slave. You think, I am a master, but you are a slave. Prahlad Maharaj said to his father, Hiranyakashipu, emperor of the universe, Hiranyakashipu, he told him, you think you're free, but you're a slave of your senses. Doesn't matter if you're Bill Gates or whoever. Why did he have to have a divorce and lose $40 billion? Exactly. Because he couldn't control his genitals. So there goes $40 billion of your, why? Divorce? Why? You're having an affair with someone? No self-control. So what's the point of your money? You're just gonna die and be born again as an animal. Reincarnation. Punarapi jannam, punarapi mananam. That's not the purpose of human life. The purpose of human life is self-development. That's what we're providing here in our monk academy. Develop yourself to its higher potential as a soul. Not just, so many people these days, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? What is my purpose? Learn, study. Learn about the nature of the self. Learn about the nature of God. Learn about this world. Learn how to be a good person, upholding and serving in society. Especially, so after brahmacharya, what are we preparing you for? For anyone who comes, what are we preparing you for? Up to the age of 25, you're a student. From 25 to 50, you're supposed to serve and maintain all of society. That's what we're preparing you for. Become leaders who serve and support and maintain all of society. 25 to 50. Dharma rakshita rakshitaha. Serve dharma. Protect dharma, then it will protect you. Uphold society. Take care of your elders. Take care of your juniors. Be a good father, be a good husband. And if you want to be staying as a monk, we have other lifelong monks here you can learn from. We're living here with 5 or 6 lifelong monks. You can learn from them. You can also become a lifelong monk, become a spiritual leader in our society. This is a Bhakta Bandhav mission. It's a new mission, but it's part of a timeless tradition. It's ancient tradition starting from Lord Brahma, Narad, Vyas, coming down from Sri Krishna. This is our ancient tradition, our ancient lineage, timeless. Been passed down since endless generations of teachers and disciples. But now we're practicing this under the line of our Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And we are his students, his disciples and followers, and under his command. Me personally, you could say, what is my qualification? Since I was 10 years old, he told me, become a monk and serve my mission. Since I was 10 years old. Every year he would see me 2-3 times a year. Oh, you're like this? When you're like this tall, be a monk, serve my mission. Every year I'd get a little taller. Now you're this tall. When you're this tall, become a monk, serve my mission. I heard it so many times. So that's why I'm doing this. Because that was his instruction to me. And my life was shaped under that vision. When I was 15, 16 years old, I was thinking, my Gurudev wants me to do this. Oh, but this girl, that girl, she likes me, I like her. No problem. Many lifetimes, we've had many relationships. But this life is for developing our relationship with God. And I'm not opposed to develop, that's what I'm saying. That's my calling. I'm a lifelong monk since I was very young. And I've been dedicating myself to that since I lived in India for 16 years in an ashram and served there tirelessly for 15, 16 years. And then my teacher sent me here to start this ashram. And now we have our different monks living here and teachers of Bhakti Yoga living here. But I am following my Guru's instruction, trying to do that to my utmost best. But others who come, there's a stage of life where you practice being a monk, brahmacharya. From that stage, you become grihastha, situated in a house and serving all of society. If you look at people in this world, what's the idea? Oh, you become a carpenter, you become a mechanic, you become a lawyer, you become a doctor, you become an engineer, you become a servant. Sevak. Who are you engineering for? Who are you giving medicine for? Who are you being a lawyer for? Who are you defending? Who are you prosecuting? You're serving. This is the nature of the soul. Jivera Surup Hoy Krishna Nitya Das. So we're teaching you how to become an upstanding citizen of the world, and a good father, and a good husband. And we have other classes for younger children and younger, young men, young women. We have a teacher here, Malini Didi. She's been teaching children for 15 years, doing kids camp for 12 years, and having other courses for children. So we have courses for those 6 to 16, and we're doing different camps. We're doing here, we're doing in other ashrams of our temple's mission. We're doing one very soon in California for 5. I'm actually going to be there giving classes morning and evening to 6 to 12-year-olds. So we also teach children. But especially what we're starting here with our monks is Monk Academy for young adult men, 18-year-old plus. Now you're independent, you've finished your high school, maybe you started college. Take a month or a week or a few months. Mostly our semester is going to be from May to September, because I travel in the winter around the world. This year I'm traveling to Europe, I'm traveling to South Africa, I'm traveling to India, I'm traveling to, back and forth. We have a center in San Francisco we're opening. So in the wintertime I travel. Summertime I also travel, like I'm going to California now, then I'm going to Europe for 1 week. And the other monks will be leading here as well. When I'm not here, we have 4 or 5 other monks leading. But come and learn the discipline. Come and give up phone addiction. Come and give up bad habits, intoxication, alcoholism, masturbation, all these things that make you a weaker person, a lesser person. We want to make you strong and able to serve and take care of people as a great protector. And then, according to your nature, we're not telling you to become a doctor or a lawyer, an engineer or a carpenter or a mechanic. We're going to make you a good mechanic, a good lawyer, a good doctor, a good father, a good husband. Make you the best version of yourself in whatever field you choose. That's our training. And we care about you. And we're not asking fee. You can come and live very simply. Come and live here simply. We have bunk beds, or we have shelter for tents. Learn to follow tapasya, austerity. Yeah. Comfort is a killer. One of our gurus would say, comfortable situation is one kind of sex life. Soft bed, that is sex life. Oh, comfortable chair, sex life. Brahmacharya means tapasya, austerity. Otherwise, everything is just enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Oh, comfortable bed and ice cream and pizza. Then I'm a monk. No. Wake up early in the morning with us and come to arti and chant japa, mantra, do meditation. Eat sattvic diet. Now you may say, what are the qualifications for your side? We're not imposing so many restrictions. But while you're here, you have to adopt a certain lifestyle. In your own lifestyle, we're not saying, okay, you can drink coffee, you can smoke, you can have sex here and there, you can eat meat, whatever. But on our property, you have to follow our code. Otherwise, what are you wasting your time for? If you don't follow this course of study, why are you going to school? Don't go to school and make a mockery of it. If you go to a good school, follow the syllabus. Our syllabus is not just what we study and read, it's what we live and practice. We don't have a belief. We live a belief. We don't have a belief. Understand? We live a belief. We don't have a belief that we put on the shelf and dust off on Sunday. Oh, I worship God on Sunday and I dust off the picture of Bhagavan. No. We live it. So come and live it with us. We do our arti, we do our morning, evening classes. You can reside with us. We do festivals and retreats, kirtan festivals. Kirtan is one of the most important limbs. For us, it said, kirtan is the most important practice of Dharma in this age. Kaler dosha nidhi raja nasti eko mahadguna kirtanareva Krishna se mukta sangha param brajet. Krishna kirtan gives you liberation. So come with us, you'll see how we do kirtan festivals, 100 people dancing, singing like you've seen, with great ecstasy, with great spiritual enthusiasm. So we're inviting you to come and join that. Especially this year, we're starting, and you can live simply amongst the monks, eat a sattvic, simple diet, be healthy, learn how to become a real, functioning, capable adult. Yeah. Later on in life, when you're older, we teach about banashram, vanaprastha and sannyas, retired life and ascetic life, and to become a sannyasin. But right now, as a brahmacharya age, as a young man, you need to learn how to become a good husband or father, or how to become a spiritual leader. You can go from brahmacharya directly to sannyas and become a spiritual leader in society. Or as a householder, you can also be a spiritual leader. There's no rules and regulation. Kiva vipra, kiva nyasi, shudra kena nai, jai Krishna tattva vete se guru hoy. Whether you're a Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, of any caste, or if you're a sannyasi or a householder, you can all lead. But you have to develop the qualities first. Vacha vegam, manasa krodha vegam, jiva vegam, udarupasta vegam, etan vegam, yovisha hetadira, sarvam pritimim apashishya. The whole world can become your disciple then. If you develop real self-control, real discipline, control yourself, then you can serve others. If you're the slave of your own senses, how will you be a good leader? You won't, because you'll be trying to use others for your own enjoyment rather than serving them. Because you're not fulfilled yourself. Atmaram, have to come self-satisfied. Come, learn to be self-satisfied. Learn to be always peaceful and happy. Krishna says, without shanti or peace, you cannot achieve happiness. Kva shanti kata shukam. Where is your shanti? Where is your happiness? Find your shanti, peace, find your happiness. The sages are happy within themselves because their atma is full of ananda, bliss. So we say the pursuit of ananda. What is ananda? Ananda is not the scratching of the gratification of the senses. Prahlad Maharaj said, gratifying your senses is like scratching an itch. oh, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. No. Shanti. Therefore we practice meditation, mantra, pranayam, yoga. This is our course of study. So we welcome whoever's watching. We're just starting this, but we've been here for 2 years now. I've been practicing as a monk for a long time, over 20 years. Since the instruction of my guru in 10 years, I've never been with a woman in that way. But since I was a young man, my guru gave me this instruction since I was 10. And then, I made the decision, 15, 16, I'll be a monk. And I've lived that life since then. And so, therefore, following the order of my guru, we're also starting this monk academy here. We're not telling you have to be a lifelong monk. That's your choice if you desire. That's also an opportunity. But really, become brahmacharya is the first stage of life leading you to being a pillar of a spiritual society. And that can help cure all the problems and ills we find in this world. Be the change, and it starts one person at a time. Then you'll find all the other problems start to go away. Oh, people say, oh, but this is that problem, this is a problem, but this is a problem, this person was mean to me, this person, it's all weakness. A strong person doesn't have any problems. So become a strong person. You don't have any problems. Any problem makes you stronger. So that's what we want to train you to be.